Today, we are slowing down and taking a moment to honor the winter solstice together with a cozy, grounding yoga flow. The days are short, the nights are long, and it is the perfect season to turn inward and recharge. This time of year can feel so busy, yet winter's energy naturally invites us to slow down, turn inward, reflect, and reconnect with ourselves. In this yoga flow for the winter solstice, we'll move gently with intention, focusing on grounding stretches and calming breaths to help you settle into the season of stillness, peace, and quiet. Think of this class as a chance to reflect, recharge, and set intentions for the season ahead. We'll start with some slow, grounding movements to connect with the earth, then flow through gentle poses that encourage warmth and inner calm. Whether you're looking to unwind, feel grounded, or simply embrace the energy of winter and the longest night of the year, this practice is here to guide you through it. Ready to begin? To set up, find a quiet, open space where you can get comfortable and move freely without distractions. A yoga mat is great if you have one, but optional. Blocks and an extra blanket can also be helpful, but aren't necessary. Set up in a way that feels cozy and supportive for you. As we move through this practice, remember that this time is for you. Listen to your body and honor what feels best for you today. Discomfort can mean a productive stretch, but pain is a sign to ease up. This practice is adaptable and is here to support you, so if a pose doesn't feel right, feel free to skip it or modify it. Respect your body's limits. Now enjoy your practice. Welcome to Natora Yoga. My name is Gigi, and I'm happy to be your guide through today's yoga practice. Let's settle in. Sit cross-legged on your mat in easy seat. Option to place a folded blanket or a block under your sitting bones to elevate your hips and reduce strain on your knees and your lower back. Once you find your comfortable seat, evenly distribute your weight across both sit bones. Ground down and feel the support of the surface beneath you. Lengthen your spine. Allow your shoulders to relax down away from your ears. Keep your hands resting comfortably on your thighs with the palms facing down. To help turn your attention inward, soften your gaze at a point in front of you, or gently close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. Breathe at a pace that feels comfortable for you right now. Notice the natural rhythm of your inhalations and exhalations without trying to control it. Maybe feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest or belly as you breathe, or the sensation of the breath entering and exiting through your nostrils. As we begin our winter solstice practice, let's take a moment to recognize what this day represents. A time for rest, reflection, and renewal. Winter is a season of stillness. The world around us slows down, drawing inward and conserving energy. It invites us to pause, listen, and reconnect with ourselves. The winter solstice, the longest night of the year, marks a turning point. It reminds us that even in the quiet, unseen moments, growth is happening just as the earth stores energy for the spring. And after today, the days will slowly start to grow longer. So let this practice be your chance to slow down, recharge, and make space for new growth. Release any pressure to do or achieve. Give yourself permission to simply be present. Ground yourself with each breath. Reconnect through each movement and find peace in stillness. Keep your hands resting comfortably on your lap, or if it feels right, you can bring both hands to your heart, or bring one hand to your heart and the other to your belly. Feel the gentle rhythm of your heartbeat. Take a moment to pause and notice how you feel. Gently check in with yourself, your mind, your body, and your breath. There's no right or wrong way to feel. No need to judge. This is simply an opportunity to notice and honor whatever is present for you at this moment. This is your chance to reconnect with yourself and prepare for the season and year ahead. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On the next breath, gently release your hands down and open your eyes. Let's start by warming up the body. Moving into our neck circles, drop your chin to your chest. Inhale, circle your head to the left. Exhale, circle your head to the right. Inhale, circle your head to the left. Exhale, circle to the right. One more, inhale. Exhale. Pause at center. And reverse the direction of your circle. Inhale, circle your head to the right. Exhale, circle to the left. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. One more, inhale. Exhale. Pause at center. Inhale to lift your chin from your chest. Moving into our side body stretch. Walk your right hand out to the side. Lift your left arm up and over, reaching over towards your right side. Keep both of your sitting bones grounded. Feel a nice stretch in your left side body. Inhale, both of your arms up overhead. Exhale, walk your left hand out to the side as you reach your right arm up and over. Both sitting bones are grounded. Feel a nice stretch in your right side body. And breathe. Inhale, both of your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Moving into our seated twist. Inhale, both of your arms up overhead, palms to touch. Exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee, prop your right hand behind you. Gaze past your right shoulder if that feels good. Inhale both of your arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Prop your left hand behind you. Gaze past your left shoulder if that feels good. Inhale both of your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. If you are sitting on a block or a blanket, you can set it aside. Transition onto your hands and knees for table pose. Bring your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees as wide as the mat and sit your hips back and down for child's pose. Keep your arms extended out in front of you and rest your forehead on the mat. Child's pose is our home pose. It is available to you as an option whenever you need to catch your breath, rest, or exit out of a pose. Let's take 2 more deep breaths in child's pose. Press into your hands to lift your hips back up. Keep your big toes touching and your knees still wide. Moving into hip circles to open up the hips. Inhale, circle your hips to the right. Back towards your heels. Exhale, circle your hips to the left. Back to center. 2 more this side. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Pause at center and reverse the direction of the circle. Inhale, circle your hips to the left. Back towards your heels. Exhale, circle your hips to the right. Back to center. Inhale left. Exhale right. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. Bring your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees for table pose. Moving into our cat-cow to warm up the spine. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze for cow pose. Exhale, press into your hands, push the mat away from you, round your spine, tilt the tailbone down for cat pose. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze for cow pose. Exhale, push the mat away from you, round your spine, tilt the tailbone down for cat pose. Do a couple more on your own, inhaling for cow pose, exhaling for cat pose. Return back to center, neutral spine. Moving into our leg opening flow. Inhale, extend your right leg long. Exhale, bring your right knee to your chest. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Option to stay here, or you can tuck your back toes. Press into your front foot to lift your upper body. Clasp your hands and place it on top of your right thigh. You can also inhale your arms up overhead. Low lunge. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Walk your hands towards the back of your mat as you straighten your front leg. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Flex your toes towards your shins to protect your knee. Inhale your spine long. Exhale, fold over your front leg. You can also bring your hands onto blocks. Breathe here. Walk your hands forward, framing the front foot. Moving into our lizard pose. Walk your right foot out towards the right side of your mat. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Your shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Hands are on the mat or on blocks for lizard pose. Your back foot is untucked. Breathe deeply into your hips. Take one more breath. Slowly walk your right foot back towards the center of your mat. Bring your right hand to the other side of your foot. Both hands are framing the front foot. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Come back into table pose. Now switching sides. Inhale the left leg long. Exhale, bring your left knee to your chest. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Tuck your back toes. Option to stay here. You can bring your hands onto blocks if that feels good. Or you can press into your front foot as you lift your upper body, clasp your hands, and place it on top of your left thigh. Stay here or inhale your arms up overhead, low lunge. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Moving into our half split, walk your hands towards the back of your mat as you straighten your front leg. Keep a slight bend in your knee. Flex your toes towards your shins to protect your knees. Bring your hands onto the mat or onto blocks. Inhale the spine long. Exhale, fold over your front leg. Breathe deeply. Walk your hands forward, framing the front foot. Untuck your back toes. Walk your left foot towards the left side of your mat. And bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. You can keep your hands on the mat or place them on blocks if that feels good. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Lizard pose. Breathe deeply here into your hips. Take one more deep breath. You can set your blocks out to the side. Slowly walk your left foot back towards the center of the mat. Bring your left hand to the other side of your left foot. So both of your hands are framing your front foot. Press in your hands as you shift your hips and bring your left foot back. Table pose. Press into your hands, engage your arm muscles, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Keep your knees as bent as much as you need. You also have the option to walk your dog by extending one heel towards the ground and bending the opposite knee and switching sides. Come back to a bent knee, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze towards the top of your mat. Exhale, take small baby steps with bent knees as you approach the top of your mat. Bring your feet hips distance apart or wider and fold over your legs. Forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands onto blocks or your shins, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, drop your head, neck, and chest. Fold over your legs. From forward fold, press into your feet and use the strength of your legs and core as you slowly roll up to stand, one vertebra at a time. Inhale your arms up overhead for extended mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. Release your hands by your sides. Palms facing forward, mountain pose. In mountain pose, ground down through both of your feet. Engage your leg muscles. Keep a slight bend in your knees. I invite you to place both of your hands on top of your heart and softly close your eyes. And take a moment here just to connect back with your breath, your body, and connect to the stillness of the winter season. Take a deep breath in and out. Gently release your hands back by your sides and open your eyes. Inhale your arms up overhead for extended mountain pose. Exhale, bend your knees and hinge at your hips as you fold forward through center. Drop your head, neck, and chest. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins or blocks for halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, drop your head, neck, and chest. You have the option to grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll variation and stay here folded over your legs, or you can gently sway side to side if that feels good. Come back to center. Gently release your hands. Plant your hands on the mat. Step your right foot back. You can bring your knee down if you need. Step your left foot back. Bring down both of your knees. Bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees wide and sit your hips back and down for child's pose. Take a couple deep breaths here. Press into your hands as you lift back up. Bring your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees for table pose. Swing your legs out to the right. Sit your hips back down to the left. And extend your legs out in front of you. You have the option to sit on your folded blanket if you need. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Flex your toes towards your shins. Ground down through both of your sitting bones. Lengthen your spine. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, hinge at your hips to fold over your legs for seated forward fold. You can bring your hands onto your shins, onto your ankles, or onto blocks if that works out for you. Breathe deeply. As you fold over your legs, take a moment to just look inward. Tap into that sense of stillness. Inhale your arms up overhead, spine long. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Bring your feet flat on the mat. Bend your knees. Bring your hands onto the backs of your thighs as you slowly roll onto your back, one vertebra at a time. Extend your spine onto the mat. Keep your feet flat on the mat, knees bent. You can bring your arms by your sides with the palms facing down. And begin to slowly walk your heels in towards your sitting bones. Bring your arms out into a T shape. And moving into our supine spinal twist. Press into your feet to gently shift your hips to the left and allow both of your knees to fall to the right. Keep both of your shoulders grounded on the mat. Gaze straight ahead, or you can gently turn your head to the left and gaze past your left fingers, or gently close your eyes for 3 deep breaths. Inhale your head back to center. Allow your top leg to come up and your bottom leg to follow. Shift the hips back to center and moving on to the other side. Press into your feet to shift your hips to the right. Allow both of your knees to gently fall to the left. Keep both of your shoulder blades grounded on the mat. Twist from your torso. Think of wringing out a towel. Gaze straight ahead, or you can turn your head to gaze past your right fingers. Or you can gently close your eyes for 3 deep breaths. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Allow your top leg to come up and your bottom leg to follow. Shift your hips back to neutral. Hug your knees into your chest if that feels good. You can also gently rock side to side. Come back to center. Extend your arms and your legs long and wide on the mat, taking up space. Moving into our final relaxation, Shavasana. I invite you to gently close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Allow your feet to fall naturally at the sides. Your spine is extended along the floor. Your palms are facing towards the sky. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Release any tension in your face, in your brows. Unhinge and relax your jaw. Relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And let's take a moment here to rest in stillness in this energy of the winter solstice, absorbing the benefits of today's practice. We'll lay here in silence for 10 breaths. Breathe deeply in and out. Begin to deepen your breath. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes to reawaken your body. Stretch your arms up overhead and your legs long for a full body stretch. And bend your knees. Bring your feet flat on the mat. Shift your hips to roll over onto your favorite side. Roll into the fetal position. And take a moment here to savor this sense of peace and calm and rest that we have cultivated in this practice. And press into your top hand as you lift your upper body back up into a comfortable seated position. If you would like, you can grab your block or your blanket to sit on top of to lift your hips. Connect back with your breath. Today we honored winter's invitation to turn inward, to embrace our quiet strength, and to remember that slowing down is just as important as moving forward. Rest is essential, and there is beauty in the stillness of this season. Keep your hands resting comfortably on your thighs or your lap, or if it feels right, bring both of your hands to your heart, or bring one hand to your heart and the other to your belly. Feel the gentle rhythm of your heartbeat. As we close this practice, take a moment to set an intention for the season ahead. What is one word or feeling you'd like to bring into your daily life? Now take a moment to honor yourself for showing up today, to move, breathe, and care for your body and mind. Send yourself some gratitude for this time of self-care and connection. During the winter solstice, the earth pauses in stillness and reflection. And today you gave yourself permission to do the same. You embrace the slower pace of winter, offering kindness and care to your body as it found rest. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Whenever you're ready, release your hands and gently open your eyes. Bring your awareness back to your surroundings. Thank you for showing up today and sharing this practice with me. May you carry this sense of rest and stillness with you off the mat and into your life. Namaste. If you enjoyed this yoga practice, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this class with someone who could benefit. I'd love to hear from you. Comment below and let me know how you're feeling after today's class or what resonated most with you. I look forward to flowing with you again soon. Take care of yourself and those around you. Sending you warm wishes this season.